What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Forward Progress presented by Fanduel. It's another Thursday night football breakdown between the Denver Broncos and the New Orleans Saints. I mean, it's a privilege of a Thursday night football game. It's a game we can bet on. Disgusting all around. We're going to get into it here shortly. Just taking a look at the market, though, right off the hop. Broncos right now on FanDuel are the favorites, -2.5, -118 over on FanDuel. Total right now is sitting at around 36.5, juice towards the over. Market's kind of stayed the same throughout the entire a week. We've seen some movement from it opened up at around 1 and then it kind of moved out to 2.5. Not that significant of a move, but a move nevertheless. Suma, it's a game we can bet on. It's a privilege. Not many words to describe this game. Tell us a little bit about it.
And the greatest thing about this game is Bub means, probably. I mean, I will be completely honest. I think it's hard to predict what we are going to get from the Saints, which also makes it very interesting because we might have some hidden variants. When you look at the Saints' offensive roster right now, there are not many guys left from their week one starters depth chart. Chris Olave out, Rashid Shaheed going to IR, I guess. Taysom Hill is still out. The entire interior offensive line is out. Obviously, it's Spencer Rattler starting. So there is not much left. And while I think Spencer Rattler had a few good moments in the Bucs game, it was also a very weird game script where I don't know that we can draw too many conclusions off of that. They were down 17-0 pretty quickly. Then a few interceptions by Baker Mayfield. They were leading, and then they got completely torched in the second half. I felt like the Bucs defense was able to control the game at some point. So not sure we can take too much away from that outside of Spencer Rattler probably showing some promise. But it's hard to see like a great offensive performance tonight with guys like Bub Means playing in the wide receiver 1 spot. So Pat Surtain is out on the Broncos defense, but I'm not sure that he really matters against those wide receivers. We will wait and see. And on the other side, the Sean Payton revenge game, comeback game, whatever you want to call it. Broncos looking better than expected overall. I think that Bo Nix still struggles at times, but overall, I think that the offense can get something going, and the defense has been playing much better than anticipated. The Saints defense is struggling mightily right now, and even though the floor for the Broncos offense is really, really low, I think they will get some space underneath with their quick game, with their short routes, with like crossing routes. That's really where the Saints defense has struggled recently, but it's still Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos offense. So, yeah, to cut a long story short, I don't really know what to expect from that iteration of the Saints offense. In general, I think it will be a low scoring game. I lean towards the under a little bit at 36.5 at FanDuel, 37, and in some other places. I would lean towards under 37. I don't see how either team crosses wide past 20 here. So small lean to the under. I think if the spread gets to 3, I think I might have an internal discussion about grabbing some Saints, but no strong opinion there. And yeah, just a game that's really, really weird. We might have some prop angles, some SGP angles, but overall, not really a great game to break down, I would say.
Yeah, definitely not the best game to break down, but a game we get to watch. And who knows? Last time we had kind of a game similar to this in this total range on Thursday Night Football. The most recent one I can remember is that Bears Panthers game. And I mean, not to throw a plug in here, but on our Thursday Night Football watch along, we had a great time doing that game. So hopefully we can have a great time with this game. Let's flip over and talk some props here. You mentioned all the injuries, kind of. I was going to go through that, but you kind of hit the nail on the head with those. Not really seeing much available on FanDuel for for value from the pro tool that I'm looking at right now. The best thing that I can find for you guys is if you like Bub Means and you like his receiving yards, 31.5 over -113. That is at FanDuel. That is by far the best price in market. There's a couple 30.5s out there, but they're heavily juiced. Everything else is towards the 34.5 and 35.5 range, even still juiced towards that over. So if you like Bub Means and you're thinking about playing him, make sure you play him over at FanDuel. And also just taking a look at a couple other touchdown the touchdown market, excuse me. If you're interested at all in Spencer Radler to score, if you think he's got some legs in his game, plus 400 at FanDuel is close to the best price. It is the best price in market. And then also the second wide receiver, or who we assume to be the second wide receiver for the New Orleans Saints, Mason Tipton, another guy with a great name, best price over on FanDuel. So if you're considering any of those, make sure you have FanDuel. Suma, any props for us here?
I like Bob Means, the over that you mentioned. At FanDuel, you can also find Bob Means over 3.5 first quarter receiving yards. Last week, I think he saw 2 targets in the first quarter. That was with Rashid Shaheed, with Chris Olave starting at least the first drive. The ball has to go somewhere, so I like that number. Yeah, and that's pretty much what I'm looking at, because there might be some variance with the Saints offense. They might come out better than we expect, better than what our baseline is, fat tail season. So really looking at maybe also some alternates for Bob Means here.
Yeah, no, I love that Bub Means first quarter look. Right now, his receiving yards 5+ is at plus 102, 10+ plus 188 on FanDuel. I think that's a great look, especially considering we don't really know how the utilization is going to be in this offense. Who's going to get the ball first? Could see a lot of Alvin Kamara. We could see them just kind of trust Spencer Rattler. I know this wasn't their plan all along to kind of throw him into this mix, but who knows? We could see him sling the rock. And I thought he actually didn't look too bad against a Tampa Bay defense. Before we get into our SGPs, football is in full swing, and there's no better place to get in on the NFL action than FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because right now, new customers can kick off the season with $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Just place any $5 bet and you'll get $300 in bonus bets instantly if your bet wins. You can use your bet on spreads, props, live bets, the to catch a pass market, even that first quarter passing yard, receiving yard, rushing yard market that we just talked about on FanDuel, overs, unders, and so much more. We absolutely love the product on FanDuel. We love their diverse offerings of props, their lightning fast payouts, and their overall great pricing. Just visit FanDuel.com/forward-progress. Download America's #1 sportsbook. That's FanDuel.com/forward-progress. Must be 21 plus and present in select states. For Kansas, in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino, or 18 plus and present in DC. First online real money wager only. $5 deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Call 1-800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts or call 1-8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. All right, Suma, SGP time.
Yes.
I think you talked about it a little bit earlier. You're looking towards a Spencer Rattler kind of fat tail. What do you got here?
Yes. Let's just say Spencer Rattler is better than we expect. And let's just assume he's going to sling the shit out of it today. So Denver Broncos, Saints -5.5. All spread Spencer Rattler either 250 plus or 225 plus yards, and Bob Means 70 plus receiving yards. This will make up for 67-1 on the 250 plus yards, and it's going to be less with less Spencer Rattler passing yards.
All right, I love it. So it's Saints -5.5. Spencer Rattler 250 plus passing yards, and then we're going to throw in a little bit of a Bub Means alt, which is a name I cannot get away from. I love it. Bub Means alt at 60 plus yards. Come down a bit since then. I believe Bub Means over has been starting to get bet a little bit as we're recording the show. 52-1 right now on FanDuel. Nothing from me here from an SGP angle. I honestly have no idea what to make of this game. So if you want to find my SGP, make sure you tune in tonight here on this channel for our live watch along of this game. Listen, you're probably not. This might be the one Thursday night football you take off. Maybe you're going apple picking with the wife, or taking her out to dinner, saying, "Hey, no football on tonight." This is the perfect opportunity to do that. But if you're not doing that, make sure you join us tonight on our Thursday night football watch along here on Forward Progress. And the best way to get notified when we go live is hit that subscribe button right now. And hey, guess what? If you've been here for this long, watching this full video, that means you like our content. So please give us that like button. It goes a long way for us here in the algorithm. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been a Thursday night football preview presented by FanDuel. We'll see you guys back here tonight. Have a good one.